some don't.
Somebody wants to say,
my boy, what's up, buddy?
Giant.
Look at those cheeks.
Did you win?
Yeah.
Oh, they lost. Come here. Dog, okay. You got beat by how he played baseball. Did you get any hits? 20, what? 20-45. Well, maybe you got to pick a different hobby.
Denine.
Yo, I love that kid.
Listen, I can't even tell him that you won't freestyle anymore. We're just going to let him listen to the old stuff over and over. He loves all your new stuff, too.
Could I touch on that for a second?
Yeah.
Real quick.
You can touch on anything you want to touch on.
I don't like the state of our music. And if you want to know why I don't like the state of our music, it's really simple. We're too busy not minding our business, and we took away the love for what this music was because we're too busy not minding our business. Everyone wants to argue about the most minuscule thing.
Right.
If the music is good, then the music will last. If the music is bad, the music won't last. If you're going to start infighting amongst yourselves, it makes no true difference. I've seen, I'll talk about this lady. This lady's been around me for over 30 something years now. I've known her forever. She's a friend. Her and her husband are my friend. This woman still makes music today and has continued to make music throughout the years. But every time she'll put out a record or you put out a record, what happens is your first week, your first 2 weeks is the most important, right?
Yeah.
But if there's a fight going on, no one realizes that you got a record out. No one realizes that you got a record out because this has become a lot louder than the music that we create.
Right.
So, and then what we're projecting, the hate, the arguments that we project, the pointing fingers and the thing, it overshadows everything. So say a great artist comes out and puts out a great song, but I didn't tune into so-and-so because yesterday so-and-so was yelling and crying on his live. And I don't pay attention to this one because this one, had a fist fight with fulano de tal, right? With Joe Schmo. That's what fulano de tal means, Joe Schmo. He's fighting with Joe Schmo. And you see that continue to happen.
It's true.
I had one of the major DJs in New York come to me and say, I see you working every weekend. And I go, yeah. He said, all right, well, congratulations. He says, you know what? You guys fight more than hip hop does. No one wants to pay attention to you because you're fighting so much. I'm gonna use his term. You're fucking up the bag, which means we're messing up the money.
Yep.
Right? When you're confused, you don't know which way's up. And the lack of business knowledge in our community makes everybody like this. So if I create a record, I've tried to make music, but every time I try to make music, it goes to this one and out this one. Why? Because the whole community's like this. The one time that I did make a song that people paid attention was because we had nothing else to do but be home during COVID. So Slipping Through My Hands popped off because there was nothing else to do but sit home and listen to music. That's when the verses were popping off. That's when, all this other stuff was happening. We were all home. So of course the record's going to be successful. Everyone's home. Right?
Yep.
And then we had a little window of good records that were popping off around that time. And then when COVID lightened up, it all dissipated again because now this one was fighting this one and that one was fighting that one. And this thing happened and that thing happened and that thing happened. And
yeah. You get sick of it yourself as an artist.
You do.
I'm sure the many that are out there get sick of it too.
So Jose CPR is one of my closest friends, and he was like, "Yo, we need new music." I'm like, "No, you don't. I don't want to make this music no more." What do you mean? I said, "I don't want to make this music no more." And then he tried to do what he always does. He tried to Al Pacino me. What I mean by Al Pacino is once I think I'm out, he drags me back in. And he tried to Al Pacino me, and I was like, "Nah, I'm good. I'm staying home. I don't want to do this no more." I don't want to make music that's not going to reach its core audience. I don't want to make music for 1,000 people that are arguing amongst themselves, because the honest to God truth is there's only 1,000 people in our community. And while we're fighting each other, we're not reaching the audience, right? We're not reaching the audience that buys these records. The people that come to see me perform week in and week out, they don't know that Denine has a record. They don't know that Naya has a record. They don't know that any of the other artists have. Why? Because one, we're not reaching them. We're too busy fighting. This is the most perfect time for freestyle to really pop off, and people are still slacking.
So what's your advice? How do you change the trajectory of how this goes? How do you, as artists, what do you do?
Ignore the bullshit. Just keep moving forward. Like, we don't want to know.
It is hard.
We don't want to know that Club A, that person A hates person B. No. You know what I want to know? I want to hear person A's record. I want to hear person B's record. And then I'll make a choice of what record I like. And C got a record? D got a record? That's what I want. Like, back in the days, I didn't care what me and Joey Gardner didn't care what Mick Mac was doing, because I'm looking for a word, right? I'm looking for a name. So we didn't care what Mick Mac was doing. We cared what we were doing, what record we're making. I didn't come to the studio and say, "Yo, I just had a fight with this guy."
Yeah.
And I was just, I just like, "Yo, I'm here in the studio. Let's record. All right, this is the song I'm writing. This is what I'm writing about. This is what I want to do." All that really matters. Look, you're a musician. You're a musician. And if there's any other, look, Gennaro, a musician. Melissa Bonilla, a musician. Shut up. Make music. No one cares. You know what they care about? The music we make. The music we make.
Social media has a lot to do with it. I think social media gives a lot of people.
It's a double-edged sword. Gives you
it is a double-edged sword.
Yeah.
Because we've opened up the door to people to be able to have opinions on everything, whether good or bad. So we allow people, we'll allow people, someone will walk in here and say, "Yo, I hate you. Like, I hate you and your music and what you do." And I'm like, at first, you can let the first 5 go away, right? You can let the first 5 times. But by the 6th time, you're like, "Yo, money, F you."
Yeah.
And then you fall into, because it's easy to get pulled into the nonsense. It's easy. We're emotional people. We're artists. That's the reason that we have the laughing face and the crying face, because we're emotional people. We wear our hearts on our sleeves.
I'm not emotional.
We want to give you our very best.
You're a train wreck.
Kay tells me all the time, "You're Italian. His best friend's Italian." I listen to your advice all the time, because you're right.
Yeah.
Naya tells me to. You feel like you got to fight every battle, but you really don't. There's not a battle to fight.
You get into it.
And I don't want you to think I'm some like Svengali or something. That I found my USA moment because I got my Chinese writing, my Buddha behind me. It's my Buddha's behind me. It's not because of that. Hi, cuz, I love you with all my heart. Cynthia just walked into the room.
What's up, dream girl?
I learned it from experience, and then those 14 years that every single day I'd try to go on social media, and I'd see people who knew, there were people that knew me like my whole life, that were just saying negative stuff about me for no reason at all. And then they'd see me to my face and be like, yo, okay, I love you. Take a picture.
That's true.
And I'm like, Naya, you used to see me. Me and Naya used to have a conversation. I'm like, Naya, I don't get it. Like, it used to drive me.
Mm-hmm. Do you remember the years ago they had the boards? It wasn't even social media. You didn't have anything.
Yeah.
I remember being
drove, and the truth of the matter, the reason I didn't get into it was my lawyer. My lawyer sat me down and said, do me a favor. He goes, open up a Dropbox.
Oh,
I'll show you. I'm gonna show you real quick.
Dropbox for what?
He said.
And just spit all your emotion in it.
Because I know. He said every time someone says something negative, every day for 14 years, people used to write negative stuff about me. Because it was the battle of the TKAs, right? The battle of the TKAs. What's the real TKA? I was Adam and Eve TKA. Oh, I originated the wheel TKA. Oh no, I started fire TKA. Like everyone was battling, right? So every single day, someone was trying to defame me.
Really, I didn't know that.
Yeah, and I spend a lot of money. I want you to know I spend a lot of money.
Did you ever fire back, or you just never did?
No. I got my lawyer and I fought back against it. I went for defamation. My lawyer told me. Yes. My lawyer told me. He sat me down and said to me. He said, "K." He was here. It was in this living room. He said,
Dom said he's the original TKA.
He said, catch it. He says, take all the stuff and just give people your address for all the nonsense and have them send all the negativity to the Dropbox. So I just want to show you. Wait, where is it?
What?
Is
and that was your ammunition.
And people did that?
No, that was my ammunition. So I want to show you. As you see, they're all fucking pictures, TIFFs, and everything. Now watch. Ready? That's the top.
That's how you know. Lord. Oh my God, he's just scrolling. People, if you're listening online, scrolling. What?
This was all the negative stuff. And look, and there's other folders. There's other folders. That was all the negative stuff.
Oh my God. How did you deal with that?
It would drive me nuts. So at one point I was like, all right, I gotta disregard the nonsense. I gotta stop letting it bother me.
Yeah.
He says, and then my manager at the time says, yo, just put it all into the show. And I was like, so I would get something on Monday. I purposely would put it in there, not open it. And then I'm like, all right. And then if somebody else called me up or tried to talk to me about it, I was off Facebook I hired 1, 2, 3. I had an assistant and I had 2 web designers running my pages on Facebook for like 10 years just because I didn't want to be on Facebook because of the nonsense that was happening. When I got all the info, I went to my lawyer and we filed a defamation suit, right? Against one of the people that was doing it because they felt that they represented that person. And we went in and I sat there and I'm like, and I spent so much money that I could have made an album for at least 20 freestyle artists.
Wow.
Damn.
I paid their production and promotions to put all the records out. That's how much money I spent. It's probably one of the, like, if she wasn't doing homework with Ella, she would come over here and she was like, hey man, it's one of the stupidest things you ever did, cause fuck that. Like, right? And years later, look at me.
You wouldn't have done it all over. If you would have had to do it all over, would you have done
it? Right. And years later, I'm sitting here Yeah, it is very hard to prove defamation. But let me tell you something. I had oh my God, what's the name of what is it called when you sit there? I had
a deposition.
I had a deposition.
I don't know why I knew that word. I know nothing.
It was me, my lawyer, the judge, and that person's lawyer. Because the person I had to pay for the guy to fly. I had to pay for the guy to fly here.
What?
The guy had a pro bono lawyer.
Wow.
And I'm laughing at it now. I had a pro bono lawyer, but like, and I sat there and I'm like, and the lawyer tried to get at me, and I was like, and my 20 minutes before I started the deposition, my lawyer says, breathe. I know that you're a hothead, and I know that you're going to want to get up and you're going to want to punch people, but don't. And I'm like, it's honestly, it changed me. That changed me. My wife getting sick. The things that changed me over the past 20 years is that the person I am, I'm a totally different person because of it. Because that changed me. My wife getting sick last year changed me. My mom passing changed me. But that made me go like this. That made me go, it's not worth going to jail to punch somebody in the face. It's not worth jumping over a table to kick somebody. It's not worth it. And trust me, like a couple of years ago, what, 7, 8 years ago? No, it's more than that. I had a show and I went to punch somebody in the face because I was so mad because they tried to mess with me. And at one time, the person was my friend. I thought the person was my friend. I swung on him. I missed. But I want y'all to know, I let a lot of things slide down my back. But if you want to know the most fighting member of TKA that there was, there's two of us. Spider, God rest his soul, and then me. All the rest of them are not fighters. AB's a sweet man.
Yeah.
The other guys pretend to be fighters. They're not really fighters. They might have black belts, but they're not really fighters. They don't want to fight. They don't like, I want to fight. Like I want to fight. Like you can't trust me. I will hit you over the head with a bottle. I'm nuts. Like
reality is reality, man.
No, the K for K7, the K for K7 stands for crazy. Not only because I try to be funny, because I'm not wrapped too tight. I just want you to know I'm really not wrapped too tight.
I do. I like your honesty. I'm sorry. I'll take that over.
And it honestly, it taught me how to control myself. It going through it, it taught me, but it also showed me how far down the totem pole our music had fallen, because we're absolutely positively beyond the shadow of a doubt distracted. This is the best time for freestyle. I tell it to Gino all the time when I speak to Gino. Gino's my friend. I love you, Gino. When I speak to Jose, I said it. There's no reason why freestyle can't climb out of its hole if we just stop the BS. If we just stop the BS. Look,
everybody let the get wrong to the
wall. My cousin's on. My cousin's on here. My cousin's been hustling by herself with Dom, making a way to create avenues for all of us. Yeah. But guess what? Every single person bitching and moaning online could have done it. Everyone out there, as opposed to sitting there going, yeah, so-and-so don't book me. Who cares? Go book yourself.
Exactly.
I can't get a job. No one's looking at me. Why are you worried about that person? Go do it yourself. Like people have made 1,000,001 excuses to why they're not where they should be, as opposed to turning around and looking in the mirror.
Naya.
You don't have to even have to look at your mirror. Right when you're about to take your selfie, you go, I ain't doing shit. Like, just like be like, I'm not doing shit. That's what people got to do. Like, yo, I got to do some shit.
Yeah.
And
facts, it's right.
And it takes more than just. It takes more than going, here's my record. No. Just because we're in the social media age doesn't mean that you could just hand it over and that it's a hit. Here, make it a record. No.
Got to promote it. Got to do the work.
Go online.
Yeah.
Promote it. There's a kid, anyone within the sound of my voice, friend or foe, there's this kid named Russ, RUSS. This kid is a multi-millionaire. Hispanic, Italian kid, long hair, sells out concerts by himself. None of us here know what he is. None of us know him. Right. Nobody here probably knows who he is. He goes out there, he records music, he puts it out, he knows how to promote it. He's teaching other people how to promote it. No one in Freestyle knows that. They call Gino. Gino, put out my record.
Yeah, and then
Gino
get mad at
the record.
Blow up.
Guess what? They hand the record to Gino. They never call Gino again.
Nope.
Until they think they got a buzz, and then they go like, Gino, could you send me a check? And Gino's like, what? I stopped working your record because you stopped calling me.
Yep.
And social media is part of it. I know with a lot of the younger artists we work with, you don't want to post, want to do
But here's the thing. This thing that you're using for nonsense is the thing that could help you make your record pop off.
Yep.
Yep.
You don't need anyone else. You need you, your thumbs, and this, and an idea in the back of your head. And if you can't do it, you're within Googling how you can do it.
ChatGPT, AI it.
Yo, look at this. I'm going to use the chat just to prove a point. Marco, how many old school acts have you been working with in the past year? Outside, you do Old Town, you do you gone out with Belle Biv DeVoe, you gone out with all the groups that were around when we were around. Marco goes out with these groups. They're all touring
98 degrees
and making money.
Yep.
But yet we who had songs on the pop charts, who used to sell out auditoriums everywhere, are struggling. How you figure? Why are you not doing that? Why are you not going out there and promoting? Why are you letting someone online get in your head and ruin everything that you... What?
Yeah.
Freestyle forgot what it was to be famous. And we settled for being mediocre.
That's powerful. It's true. We did. You think it's
like,
the influx of the bad music that, in the face, artists that...
No. Freestyle always had bad music. Nyasia.
Yeah.
Come on, Nyasia. You can say it and you can blame it on me. But Freestyle always had bad music.
I have. Yeah. There has been some really bad stuff.
Freestyle always had doozies.
We had all these questions all prepared, but everything went out the window because we rather hear.
Freestyle always had doozies.
Yeah.
But the thing is that like a lot of us fought enough to get better back then. Artists don't fight to get better anymore. They don't fight to get better anymore. My last bit of this is this. I want you to show you how the current state of freestyle has let everything else become more popular than the music and them. There's a beautiful lady who's here. She's the sweetest lady ever. Her name is Faye. She is more popular than the artist that she lip syncs.
Yep.
She came to a show the other night that we had.
There are guys who are better performers than the artists that they're lip syncing. And that's what's happened to freestyle. We forgot how to entertain. We forgot. And I'm not. This is not to. I'm not shooting at anybody. I'm talking in general. Like what's JJ, shout out to you and your hubby. What they do.
Yeah, you've always said that.
You don't realize that they're sitting lip syncing to, yo. And guess what? Guess who's not lip syncing to their own records? Most of the artists that they're lip syncing the songs to.
Mm-hmm.
Faye, half the artists that Faye does, they haven't done videos to their own records, but Faye is out there. But Faye walks in the room and they're asking Faye to take pictures as much as they're asking us to take pictures.
Yep.
No disrespect.
No, you're right.
God bless you, because without knowing, you're helping the movement.
He is helping.
But the shame of it all is that the artists forgot how to be artists, nose up high, and they're not trying to help themselves. I told AB the other day, I was like, AB, just lip sync your songs. Who cares?
Yeah, why not?
Like whatever. Make BS commercials and play your songs all over the place. Continuously do that. Do you know that if you play a song on TikTok for 30 seconds, it will tell you the demo of where it goes to across the world?
Yeah.
You know that some of these songs are bigger. You know that there's an artist out there who is less talented and has put in less work than a lot of people in freestyle, but she's working in countries that some of the greats that Cynthia or I or Judy Torres or George Lamont have never gone to sing freestyle.
Wow. True though.
Someone's doing something right while others are doing something while we're complaining, right? While we're busy playing 3-card money and trying to hide the little red ball under the thing, right? To figure out where the ace is at, whatever. There's people out there taking the ball by the hands and doing something that we've forgotten how to do. Artist development is out the window in freestyle.
Oh, yeah. So true. So true.
And I wish every single day that it came back. I wish that, no disrespect, but I wish that people dress better, took care of themselves better. I get it. We're all getting old and it's hard. But if you look like an artist, you'll be treated like an artist and you'll be respected as one as well. And do you think that I have to have 3 storages? You think you think she's happy that I have 3 storages full of outfits? Oh, wait, you guys don't realize that Trey and Los come back with all the clothes and they hand them back to me. Oh, you don't know that?
What do you do?
Every single outfit comes back to me. I can start my own Smithsonian.
There's a lot of takers in this room. They would definitely buy a K outfit. They would.
Yo, you guys raffled off the outfits that I did for you. If I would have brought that home, she would have been like, another hoodie? Why you got another hoodie? Oh, it's an outfit? Why you got another outfit?
I love this outfit. Look how cute. Look how cute.
Yeah, that's great.
It was so unique.
I do them every weekend.
I have a question for you. I don't mean to interrupt. When you said that some of the artists just forgot how to, be on stage
or never learn.
Never learn, like John Parker said as well. Do you think, because a lot of people do not have the thick skin that you need to have in any type of entertainment business, right? Not just in freestyle, to be an actor, to sing in any other type of genre or whatever entertainment area. I think you have to have a very tough shell in order to let things bounce off of you. And there are a lot that didn't have that. You think that was a contributing fact as to why, they just let it fall off?
I first of all, the majority of us are Latinos, so thick skin is really hard for us to come by because we're so passionate. And the other thing is that artist development is important. Having a good team behind you is important, and most of us, and I'm saying it as I'm speaking of us generally, don't have a good team to help us push us along. You know what I mean? Like she has you have Paradise, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You have Paradise, and she has Gino and her husband, right? But sometimes you need more.
Yeah.
Sometimes you need a bigger team. Like, J-Lo doesn't just have Benny Medina. J-Lo's walking around with an internet team, a fashion team. And not that we could afford all that. Not that we need to have like buku dollars to make that happen. But what we need to do is find other ways. Look, I'm going to be honest with you. It's all here. It's all here, right? All you got to do is how do I promote my music online? I'm a solo artist. Click. The way you do it is by blank, blankety, 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 blank, 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 blank. And then from that moment on, at least you have a blueprint. And then you go, okay, boom. Then, you know, we're all, honestly, we're all within earshot of each other. We could all call each other.
Yeah.
The worst thing ever also is that we're quick to talk shit, but we never fucking pick up the phone.